From the John C. Hinch Production Arts Studios in Peoria, Illinois, VideoMax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Gabe Towns and Courtney Shattuck. News with Marcella Gillen and Robert Paulberg. And reporter Tonya Hill. Sports with Brent Dravalis. In the Spotlight with Kristen Petticini. Get Real with Elise Andert. Street Team with Justin Berkowitz. And State of the Arts with Liz Scoville. And now, from America's friendliest city, Midstate Magazine. Take it away, kids.
Good evening. I'm your host, Gabe Towns.
And I'm your other host, Courtney Shattuck. So, Gabe, you've lived a lot of different places in your life.
Yes, I have.
Where have you lived?
I've lived in D.C., Georgia, New York, Florida, now here in Illinois. Oh,
gosh, well, with this weather, I'm sure you miss Florida.
Ooh, I definitely do. It's the beach, beach all year round, short sleeve shirts. It's a lot different than snow. It's a lot different.
What was your favorite place to live?
I would say either Miami or New York. It's the city life. It's a lot different, It's a lot different. I like the city life.
Do you think you'll ever go back there?
I don't know. Peoria is growing on me. So, I mean, it just depends.
I think it's one of those things because Peoria, you don't first expect it to be like a huge town when you first come here, and then it's like you drive and it's tall buildings. There's like a downtown.
Yeah. Especially by the river. The river is really pretty. I went there and I walked there with my friends, and I was like, this is pretty awesome. I had to say, but I will say that the city, I walked around it and I got around it maybe 30 minutes. In Atlanta, Miami, you couldn't do that.
No.
It would take you forever.
I mean, I have to admit, the food is a lot better in other places.
Yeah,
but
I will agree with that. It's more of a variety.
Yes.
But I mean, they have some good food. I love food. I'm like a connoisseur of food. So, I love food so much. So,
Me too. Well, as usual, there is a lot going around Peoria.
Let's go to news for the scoop.
Good evening. I'm Rob Harlberg for Midstate Magazine.
And I'm Marcella Gillen. Let's take a look at the news. The American Cancer Society is presenting its 2012 annual Night of Hope in Peoria, Illinois. The event will take place in the Embassy Suites Hotel and Conference Center on Friday, February 17th to benefit the American Cancer Society's mission, which is to help save lives from cancer and create more birthdays. The night will start out at 6:30 p.m. with a pre-event reception, followed by an elegant dinner, live auction, and feature performers Arvell and Company. Anyone can volunteer to help out with this event, and more than 250 attendees are expected.
Bill Cosby has come to Peoria, Illinois. The well-known comedian, actor, and author will perform at the Peoria Civic Center Theater May 5th at 8 p.m. This Philadelphia native isn't new to Peoria. He has stopped in a few different times with more than 5 performances during the past decade. Tickets for this event will go on sale February 10th at the Peoria Civic Center and Ticketmaster outlets.
If you can't make it out to New Orleans for Mardi Gras this year, you can head out to Willett's Winery instead. Willett's is hosting a Mardi Gras party on Saturday, February 18th with a buffet of Cajun and Creole favorites like jambalaya, gumbo, Southern Comfort pecan pie, and more. For entertainment, they will be bringing in the Mason-Dixie's Band for the Dixieland Sounds. They're saying Laissez le bon temps rouler, which means let the good times roll. It looks like Gertie the groundhog is carrying on the tradition of predicting an early spring in Peoria. Through the fog that shadowed Groundhog's Day on February 2nd, Gertie was greeted bright and early by more than 100 people, many of whom were children. Barry Cloyd got the crowd ready singing his song, Wake Up Gertie, and according to Gertie, spring's not too far away.
Winter has been bringing trouble to Europe lately, causing roads to close in Romania. 39 people have been killed in the cold snap. Last Monday, at least 122 people died in Ukraine, where the temperatures were below freezing. Rome's Colosseum had its first snowfall since 1985. The storm caused traffic jams and stranded several people. Sarajevo, Bosnia had its biggest snowfall since 1999. The 43-inch snowdrifts caused schools to close for a week. Now let's go to sports with Brent.
Thanks, Rob. Only a couple months ago, New York Giants fans were calling for the firing of head coach Tom Coughlin. Now, those same fans are debating his greatness in the history of Giants coaching. That's what a Super Bowl victory will do for you. The Giants, who finished their season with 6 straight victories, defeated the New England Patriots in the 2008 rematch of the title game. Despite being the underdog once again, the Giants came out and proved the naysayers wrong. Just as in 2008, Eli Manning led a drive late in the fourth quarter to put the Giants ahead. Tom Brady and the Patriots had one last chance but were unable to complete a desperate Hail Mary as time ran out. The Giants claimed their 4th Super Bowl in team history with a final score of 21-17 in a game sharing many similarities to the 2008 game. Quarterback Eli Manning once again took home the MVP. Intramural sports are a great way to work out and have fun in a competitive atmosphere. Midstate Magazine's Michelle Kuzak has more on Bradley's intramural sports system.
Here at Merkin, students are getting ready for their first intramural basketball game of the season. While all teams want to make it to the championship for a chance to win a prize, this league is not all about winning. I spoke to Chad Weber, a player from last semester's championship team, about why he joined the team.
Just have fun, get some good exercise, just hang out with some guys, play some basketball.
Intramural sports is run by students, and unlike official sports teams, there is no coach on the sidelines directing the plays.
The coaching is pretty much delegated to the players.
There are also opportunities for students to be referees for intramurals as a part of Merkin's staff. Intramurals also offer a variety of skill levels, whether you're just a beginner or have been playing your whole life.
I encourage students to go out and try intramural sports. It's a bunch of fun. It's a great way to meet people.
Sports don't just need players, they need fans as well. So bring your friends to cheer you on. Men aren't the only ones welcome to join a team. Co-ed teams are available as well. While this may be a league just for fun, there is one thing all players want.
Another championship. I want to get myself another free t-shirt.
Bradley doesn't just offer intramural basketball. They also offer a variety of other sports too, such as volleyball, softball, badminton, even wrestling. So get out there and try a new sport. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Michelle Cusack.
Thanks, Michelle. The unusual weather this winter has local fishermen stuck in a mush. The warm weather isn't producing stable enough ice for ice fishing, nor is it melting enough for traditional fishing. As a result, some local ice fishing tournaments have been canceled this year, including events at Great Evergreen Lake and Lake Camelot. As the weather gets warm enough, however, conditions will be fit traditional fishing and lakes will begin to open up to the public. Some lakes, such as Lake Powderton and Pekin, are allowing shore fishing currently and will begin allowing boat fishing by mid-month. You can find out about the local fishing conditions at larrysfishinghole.com. After the latest installment of the War on 74, the Bradley Braves are ready to call a truce. The Bradley men's basketball team suffered their worst loss since 1999, losing 48-78 at the hands of their interstate rival Illinois State. The Braves struggled, shooting just 29% from the field, in contrast to ISU's 51%. The loss continues a 6-game losing streak and is a second back-to-back loss of 30 points or more. Bradley has a chance to redeem themselves in the rivalry when they host the Redbirds at Carver Arena on February 25th. That's it for sports. Back to you, Rob.
Florida waitress Alexandra Char hit the $1 million jackpot. This 21-year-old Florida student began buying the Monopoly scratch-off game at a Clearwater Beach food mart. Buying them so often, the staff at the mart came to recognize her. She was the first big winner at the store and chose the one-time lump sum payment of $700,000. Although Alexandra is excited about her winnings, she is planning to put the money toward her education and continue her work as a waitress.
Well, I have yet to buy my first lottery ticket.
Me either.
I'll tell you what, I'd do fine with $7.
Well, that's all for the news. I'm Marcella Gillen.
And I'm Rob Parover.
And I'm Brent Travalis. Have a good night and join us next week.
So did you watch the Super Bowl?
Yes, I did.
Which Manning brother are you a fan of, Peyton or Eli?
Eli. I love Eli, but I was very, very disappointed that my Packers lost so soon.
Yeah.
Very, very. And Aaron Rodgers. No MVP? Are you kidding me?
He had a great season. He had an amazing season. He should have been MVP, but Eli did win the Super Bowl, so.
But you're a little biased because you know you like Eli. You're a little biased. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But, you know, Packers next year all the way. All the way next year.
Did you ever play football?
No. I'm a tennis guy. tennis guy all the way. I can't take a hit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little girl. If I get hit, it's over. It's lights out for me. You know, I'm pretty fast. They couldn't catch me. But if they hit me that one time, yeah, it's over.
So you would have been good at like track or something.
Track.
That was not
see, I don't actually like running though. I can run, but running for no point, I don't understand it. There was no way. I tried out for my high school. I made it, but I thought about it like, do I really want to run for a living? And the answer was no.
Yeah,
negative.
Running's just so exhausting.
Running is.
But it seems like there's always something new going around on the music world. So let's go to Davinia to find out what's new this week.
TVs, I'm Davinia Cox, and this is On the Beat. This week, we're taking a listen to the newest release from country music superstar Tim McGraw. His new album, Emotional Traffic, hit the shelves in January, debuting at #1 on the Country Billboard Top Country Albums chart. The much-delayed album featuring the singles Felt Good on My Lips and Better Than I Used to Be is McGraw's 13th studio album and his last with record company Curb Records. The album is not a big departure from McGraw's previous work, combining soulful lyrics, rock and roll pacing, and McGraw's signature tongue-in-cheek sense of humor. Each individual song is a testament to deep emotions and great personal strength. McGraw sings of heartbreak, loss, finding, and keeping true love, and just having a good time around good friends. Emotional Traffic is an appropriate title because the emotional mood swings on this album are like downtown traffic at rush hour. While each individual song is worth listening to, the album as a whole suffers from trying to hit too many emotional chords at once. The high note of the album remains the unique charm of Tim McGraw and heartfelt lyrics that are instantly relatable. Despite its few faults, Emotional Traffic is perfect for fans of Tim McGraw and country fans in general. For On the Beat, I'm Davinia Cox.
You know, I really love music. I love all sorts of music.
Really? Who's your favorite band?
The Beatles. I know it's so cliche, but I love the Beatles. I love all the classic rocks like Janis Joplin, Jimmy, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin. You know.
Those are the classics. I'm a little bit more modern. My favorite band, either Paramore or One Republic. One Republic makes the soundtrack to my life. If I had a theme song, like, it would be done by One Republic. Just saying.
I love Paramore.
I love Paramore. Haley Williams is one of the best vocalists in the business right now.
I wonder if they're going to do something new soon, or
they need to. They really need to.
They need to go on tours and, you know, do something to get Paramore out there again.
You know, their band, they've lost some members. You know, they've been changing up a little bit, but you know, Courtney, Valentine's Day is coming up tomorrow.
Yes, it is. Justin is out on Bradley's campus to see what people know about this holiday of love.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Justin Berkowitz here with Street Team, and today I'm asking different Bradley students about every man's least favorite holiday, Valentine's Day. What does the word Valentine stand for? What does it mean?
It means...
What does the word Valentine mean?
I got nothing. The lady in your life.
Women.
I don't know. Isn't it like St. Valentine's? I don't know.
Well, that's the name.
That's the name of it. I don't know what it means.
It means sweetheart.
A god, maybe, or some kind of character from mythology?
The official word, spending money on women.
Yeah.
Love.
That's actually wrong. It's actually sweetheart. What % of men forget to plan ahead for Valentine's Day?
60%.
50.
At least 90%.
Say about 75.
86.
What percentage of men forget to plan ahead for Valentine's Day?
67%. 60%.
80%.
64%. According to legend, what part of the body must Cupid's arrow hit in order for it to be effective? Keep it PG.
Your bum?
It is your bum. That is correct.
The heart.
It's actually incorrect. It's the buttocks.
Oh.
How do you not know that?
I don't really see why someone would want to get poked in the buttocks.
Well, obviously wouldn't want to.
I'm going to go ahead and take a wild guess and say it's the heart.
It's the butt.
Boom, it's the butt.
I'd say the heart just for anything, but I don't think it's the right answer.
It's actually the buttocks.
The buttocks, yeah, that makes sense. There's lots of blood flow there.
Lots. Exactly. What percentage of women send themselves flowers on Valentine's Day?
18%.
18%? Now, have you ever sent yourself Valentine's? You've never sent yourself flowers. That's probably a good thing.
That's going to be a scary number. I'm going to go ahead and say 15%. I said that is.
I was thinking about 35%.
I'm going to say 50% again.
50% of women send themselves. Have you ever sent yourself?
No.
Do you know anyone who has?
No. I think like only older people do that. I don't know.
It's actually 15. As you can see, they don't know a whole lot about Valentine's Day. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Justin Berkowitz.
So what are your plans for Valentine's Day?
Singles Awareness Day. I'm not doing anything but going with my friends and just relaxing. How about you?
I'll be in Chicago.
Oh, right. You were telling me about this. Something about an internship?
Yes, I actually start today, and then I will finish out at the auto show. And yeah, so.
Auto show, so you like cars?
I love cars.
Fellas, you hear that? She likes cars. Not too many women like cars, you know, okay? You're just throwing it out there, Valentine's Day coming up, you know, just letting it be known.
Well, thanks, Gabe.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. So when does it end? It ends around?
It ends on Thursday.
Thursday? Oh,
yes.
Okay. I see. That's cool. I've been thinking about going to an internship myself, you know, but don't know what I want to do with my life yet. So.
Well, internships are great for that.
Yeah. Just to figure out where you want to go, what you want to do. You know, I was kind of scattered right now, though. Not knowing. I just scatterbrains. Too much going on. Fashion, sports, acting. Too much.
Everything.
Renaissance man.
Well, people don't seem to realize all the work that goes into the show.
Shane is here to set our viewers straight in this week's About Crew.
Here within the walls of the Global Communications Center of Bradley University reside the ever so noble members of Midstate Magazine, Bradley's TV crew. Today, we will focus on one of the members. Adam Shachetti carries out his work as a computer graphics technician with a smile on his face.
I tend to be a more pessimistic person.
Okay, well, maybe not. But his job sure keeps him busy.
I'm in charge of the little graphic that pops up and says the reporter's name and what they do. Also the little picture that pops up over the reporter's shoulder as well, and the credits too.
That's right. All of the graphics that appear on screen is by one man's doing. One man dedicated to his passion for work.
My job's important because it tells you who you're listening to as far as the reporter, and it also, of course, the credits are really important because it gives credit where credit's due.
What will this job teach you?
This job will teach me CG, of course, as well as the factual aspect. Always got to get everybody's name right when it comes to the CG. Can't ever get anybody's name wrong. There's never an excuse for that.
Can you design some text for me?
Of course.
You know, I really don't care too much for that font.
All right.
That's incredible. For Midstate Magazine, Shane Fryer.
So much work goes into producing the show, and none of it would be possible without the amazing crew that we have.
I agree. We have some amazing behind-the-scenes people. But what I want to ask, your shoes are awesome.
Thanks.
Your shoes, they're like, what is that, 6 inches?
About, 4 or 5.
They are nice. I'm just gonna say that. I like your outfit. I know you said that, you know, all your stuff is packed away, but I mean, this looks good. This looks really nice. I like it.
Thank you.
I like it a lot.
These make me about 6'3", so pretty tall.
How tall are you without shoes?
5'11".
So, oh my God.
I'm a giant.
I'm only 5'11" right now, you know, and even with like the little tiny shoes that I have on, I'm only maybe 6 foot, but you have 6 inches, 6'3".
Maybe it'll keep growing. Maybe someday you could be at my height level.
Oh, that would be beneficial, you know. Maybe I could go up and get some serves and tennis or something, overheads, I don't know. That's 5'11". It's funny though, because everyone in my family, I'm the shortest guy, second shortest. My dad's 6'4", really? My brother's 6'5", my uncles are 6'5", 6'6". I'm like the small kid in the family.
I'm the tallest.
Really?
Though my brother is still growing, but, well, no, he might be taller than me now. He's about 6 feet.
How old is your brother?
He's 18.
Oh, he's still growing.
Yes, but both my parents, my dad's like 5'9" and my mom's 5'4", so then there's me.
See, my mom's like pretty short. My mom's pretty short, but it's not every day that you get to meet a published author.
Well, today is our lucky day. Take it away, Lizzie.
Hello and welcome to State of the Arts. I'm your host, Elizabeth Scoville. Today we meet local author Katie Parr. Katie Parr released her first book last year, and she's currently doing a library book tour. Welcome to the show, Katie. Thanks for coming.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Of course. So, when did you first get involved with writing in general?
Well, I've been writing for a very long time. Basically, the moment I knew how to pick up a pen and start writing, I was writing. I wrote little stories in kindergarten and first grade, and basically that love kind of continued throughout my school years. And I started entering writing contests when I was 12, and so this has been something that I've been doing my entire life.
Wow.
And it's turned into a career, and
nice.
It's very exciting.
You're lucky. So for the book that you're going to share with us today and that you've published, where did you first get the idea for that? And what made you think, man, I'm going to write a book about this?
You know, actually the first thing that came to me was the title. And it's kind of a play on words. It's Alex in Wonderstrand, but it's supposed to be a play on Alice in Wonderland.
Yes.
Kind of almost the guy version of that story.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of where that came from. And then I built the story around the title. But, you know, I was just standing in line at Disney World, just really bored. I was like, well, what can I do to pass the time? So I came up with this title and this story in my head and kind of took it from there. And it was around this time last year when I was just starting to, you know, start on it for the first time, and start writing it.
Okay, awesome. So tell me what the book's about. Give me kind of a plot synopsis or summary.
Basically, it's a coming-of-age story about a 17-year-old boy named Alex, and he's right now the world that he lives in, the territory he lives in, has just gotten through this massive war. And his town, his city has declared victory over the enemies, and his uncle, who's his guardian, was the star general. And really, Alex he doesn't like his uncle at all, just because he was made to stay home from war while his friends went and fought and died. And so there's kind of some bitterness there, but he finds out that the war wasn't exactly what he thought it was about, and he goes on this journey and finds out more about himself, finds out that his uncle has been lying to him, and finds out more about this mysterious clock called the clairvoyance clock that everything ties in together. So
wow. So you came up with this fantastic idea and you wrote it out. How was it like getting it published? Was it difficult, easy?
Well, that's kind of an interesting question. I didn't go about it the normal way, which people, you know, they submit inquiry letters to publishers. I actually went the self-published way.
Oh.
And but the thing with that is that I went through a company that's owned by Amazon, so they really help you out along the way. And it's a tough process trying to get your story, you know, good and ready and presentable for your audience.
I believe it.
yeah. So that takes a long time. I had to find people to edit the book, to design the cover, to, you know, so it was still almost as if I was going through a publishing house, but I had to do a lot of that. Responsibility is put on me, so it's a little bit more difficult, I think.
I believe it. I believe it. But I mean, you got it done, and you're on a library book tour. Where have you been so far, and where are you going?
Well, so far I've been to Peoria Heights Public Library. I just did a program there. But what I'm really doing is I'm trying to schedule kind of a 2012 book tour, but I'm also going online to book review sites, to book bloggers' websites, and kind of doing this blog tour. It's kind of the 21st century way of promoting your book online, and that's where I find a lot of people.
Interesting. I could see that though, internet and everything. So once you're done with your tour, or you get more ideas, are you going to write anything else?
Yeah, this is actually the first of a 3-part series, so it's a trilogy.
Oh, geez.
So
I can't wait.
I've got some stuff in the works, and you know, trying to get all that ready. And
well, you're going to read a section of the book for us today?
Yes.
All right. Well, go ahead whenever you're ready.
All right. Beyond Lancaster's city limits was a plot of land so detested it was meant to be destroyed within a matter of days. A multitude of twisted metal, torn banners, and fragments of war machinery rose and fell like mountains, the once shining outer castings now incinerated by the ghost of enemy fire. The junkyard spanned a square kilometer, a tangled mess of what was once the greatest fleet Lancaster had ever seen. Teams of engineers were scheduled to inspect the wreckage and uncover what material they could salvage, but I feared that would be an impossible task. I carefully stepped over the broken glass fragments and surveyed the scene. It was the third time I had been in proximity to the wretched dumping ground since its establishment, and with each pass, my heart grew progressively heavier. As miserable as I was, I could not break my eyes away from the bullet-torn leather seats, shattered artillery holds, and mangled engines. Something held my attention. I continued my tour through the chilling mechanical graveyard, plodding through the debris with heavy feet. I lifted my weary eyes to the dark skies, which shed a soft, somber aura over the scene. I knew this place was filled with the most acrimonious of spirits, each assessing the landscape as I was. I could feel their sadness, their disbelief on how quickly their lives were cut off. A chorus of skepticism and grief rose out of the nothingness. Were they just as distraught over the outcome of the war as I was? And what of their leader? Did they loathe or commend him? At least they had battled at the helm, their efforts clearly visible in the conquest. But what did I have to show for myself? Among elderly men and young children, I was the only able-bodied man left behind. I was a disgrace, a joke, with derogative labels flying in every direction. What angered me further was that Brody had told everyone I was simply ill-suited for war. I certainly was not. Able and ready, I would have snuck onto the ships if I could, but he had Sheriff Thomas literally tie me down, so it was impossible to follow. I was a prisoner in my own city. Turning my head, I could see glimpses of the Lancaster Memorial Cemetery through sheets of rain. Being that it had been 7 days since the return of our soldiers, the casualties were awaiting formal burial and had simply been piled up in a massive, morbid heap. Though it was nearly a half mile from where I now sat, the unbearable stench wafted unpleasantly in my direction. Like the yard of mechanical remnants, the graveyard was placed in the outermost grounds, since the city council decided that the farther away it was, the less they could be reminded of the inevitable. What they never remembered was that we all suffer from the disease of death. Death was not choosy. In the end, it aimed to consume everyone.
Wow. That's intense.
Yeah, it's a very dark, very deep book.
But very realistic, and I like it very much. And I wish you the best of luck with your sequels and any other books you decide to write.
Thanks.
Thank you. Well, we appreciate you taking time to join us, Katie. Until next week, I'm Elizabeth Scoville for State of the Arts.
So, do you like to read?
I love to read. I actually published my own book as well.
Did you?
I love writing. Yeah, last year, January, around this time.
What was it about, or what was it called?
It was called Tritorian. It's a science fiction book. You know, I love writing. It got picked up by a publishing company, so you know I didn't have to pay anything.
That's so cool.
Yeah. How about you?
I love to read.
Yeah.
I love to read. When I was littler, my teacher walked up to my parents during like parent-teacher conferences or something. It was like, she needs to stop reading.
Yeah.
She escapes in books. My parents were like, what?
Is that a bad thing?
Yes, is that such a bad thing that she's getting knowledge? Like,
see, I like to read. I more so like to write, but like I think for me, books are kind of just becoming boring because of movies.
Yeah.
Like the whole I hate this movie and the books. Twilight. Like I would so prefer to watch the movie. Like I read one of the books and I watched the movie, and I was like, I would rather watch the movie. Or Harry Potter. I would rather watch the movie than read the books.
Oh no, the Harry Potter books were so much better than the movies.
What? I read every single Harry Potter book, and I've seen every movie. The movies were so much better. It was just how I pictured it. I was like, this is amazing. Like, they did such a good job, especially the last one. The last two.
Yes.
They were spot on. They were spot on. They were really good. Like, I'm glad they split it up into 2 parts and made it, you know, flow, and they didn't cut anything out. Because it was interesting.
Right. I am currently reading The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and I really want to go see the movie, but I can't go see the movie until I finish reading the book.
I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Yes.
I've read all of them, and I've seen the Swedish versions.
Oh, I bet those were fantastic.
Yes. I'm scared to see the American version because I'm afraid they're going to mess it up.
Yeah.
The Swedish versions were very, very good. So yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. I'm Courtney Shattuck.
And I'm Gabe Towns. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.